Hi, this is Harvey, and I'd like to show you how to play guitar. Let's see if we can get you going on your first song in the first 5 minutes. Let's give that a shot, okay? So, we're going to teach you several lessons, and I think you can keep up. The first one is, first lesson, this is a guitar. Second lesson, these are strings, okay? Third lesson, we're on third lesson already. These are called frets. These things here, these lines, okay? I'd like to tell you just one detail about a fret. It's actually something that instead of pushing right on the thing, you push your finger right behind it, and I'll show you why. We're going to listen to this. If I push right on it, it makes this kind of dead sound. Right behind it is pretty good. Back here is this not very good sound, okay? So right behind the fret, whatever string you're playing, right behind the fret is the best, okay? All right, what we're going to do, the people that started teaching or learning guitar or something years ago, they numbered the strings, but they numbered them from, this is number 1. If it was me, I'd number this number 1 and go away from me. For some reason, people thought that this would be good for number 1. So we're going to call this string number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The frets would be 1, 2, and 3, okay? So let's start off with our first chord. We're going to pretend that this string number 2 is a river. See that? That river right there, okay? Now right behind the second fret, we're going to pretend there's a road here. And we don't want the cars to go in the river because you get all wet and people will have to call a tow truck, and that's not very fun, right? So what we're going to do is build a bridge across that river, right? So at this point, I'm going to tell you about something. A lot of times people hold up, they're trying to start out by they hold the neck like a baseball bat. Well, take a look at this. I have pretty long fingers, but I don't have much finger in front of the where I need them, right? When I have my wrist all the way back there. So take a look, real good look at my wrist. Take a look at as I bring my wrist down and forward. Take a look at how much more fingers I have in front of the fingerboard. That's what I'm after. But not only that is, guess what? I need to bring it back this way. See, watch this wrist right here. I bring it back this way, and so that when I make my bridge, I can have my fingers right in a line. That wrist is very important, the way it's bent there, okay? So there we go. We're going to build our bridge, and the way we do it, we place our first finger on the third string right behind that second fret, right? That's where the road is, and now we build it clear across the river, and so we're going to have it on the first string, this second finger on the first string right there. See that? Now the river's right in between. Well, people like to water ski on that river, and so we're going to put a dam up there, and so people can water ski, and so our third finger is going to be on the river behind the third fret right there. And so this bass string doesn't sound good with this chord, but we're going to just strum it, and that's called a D. See, we've got our bridge across the river, we've got the dam downstream, and that's called a D, okay? And so this is important. You put your first finger first, second finger second, third finger third, strum. Let your ear tell you whether or not that's the chord that you're doing, okay, that you're wanting to play. So what you do for practice, you will look at that very carefully, watch those fingers, and then pull them away, right, and try and place them right back where they were, right? Build your bridge, put the dam in place, and there it is. If you're going to play the bass string, see, that doesn't sound good with it, but you can put your thumb there, and it kind of works out okay. But anyway, that's where it is. So now we have a D, and we're going to start out with our first song, and it goes like this. What you do is you strum 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. All right, Eric Clapton, eat your heart out. All right, so there we go. That's your first song, first chord. Now I'm going to show you something kind of cool. See if I can get it here. This is a little map. Let's see. Yeah, it's called a chord diagram. All right, it's a little map of what we just did. See, here's the fingerboard. These are strings going this way. These are the tuning parts of your guitar, right? Tuning heads, they call them. And here's the letter D. And here's your bridge across the river. There's the dam downstream. And that's how you put your fingers there. See how that works? So that's the way that works. There are lots and lots of chord diagrams on the internet. So you can look those up. And that's a really easy way to do that. Find the chord diagram. Put your fingers in those locations and then play the song. I'm going to show you some more in a future video, but at this point we'll say thank you for hanging with me on this first lesson, and you folks have a good day.